So ịnọlụ a na-eme bad politics n'ime ụlọ ụka. Politics dolu egwu n'ọkụ ka anya na ife a na-eme adọrọ mma. Ịnọlụ na-edefend the nonsense. Kedu na-edefend mụ na gị ọdụkọ ofe ife? Ịghọtago? Mụ na gị ọdụkọ ofe ife? Asịrị ndị na-asị na na-aka ejekpo Ifeanyi Ubah ma ọwụ enyezie recognition ọpụta kedu ife ahụ eme na Chineke wu onye na-akwụ ụgwọ. Ndị Igbo kwuru okwu sị ọha ndị Igbo kwuru okwu mana enwere eseghị nsịrị na onwe onye ama ha afa nne ya were akpọ ya mma ọbịa nwere onye ama ha afa nne were akpọ ya dadi kpọọ ya Agnes Okeke ma ọ wee kpọọ ya Emmanuel Okeke after all na-afa ka ọwụ because mgbe nwee dasị m recognition gụnụ ọ ya eme ka o si niile pụta all those things doesn't matter nọ n'ụwa ka anọ after all na onye rụrụ ọrụ nọ Chineke ya akwụ ụgwọ nọ Chineke wee onye arụrụ ọrụ n'ọdụ ka na afa mama gị owu Ngozi ị na-akpọ ya mama kpọọ ya Ngozi it doesn't matter Ngozi wafe ịghọtago ewesịghị na o nwere onye amara afa nne ya were akpọ ya mma ọbịa nwere onye amaghị afa nna were akpọ ya dadi. My happiness is that ha che na ha ya emeye get here away with it because na ha feel na Ifeanyi anọrọ. Man, my happiness today is that the whole world anugo the story. The whole world anugo the story. So if I want also I go say both my video evidence, picture evidence, and otherwise. So the whole world afugo clearly the injustice the church in Yelu to Senator Ifeanyi Ubah. From Gunwa Shene in Abia comment section. Abia Gi. Use your brain. Let me show you something. Patani Yade use your brain. In case if people garema, you people think that people are not watching. Let me tell you, there are actually more people who are watching without commenting. I know several calls I have received since I started making this video. Neme. That is to show you that the majority of Newi, many of the Catholics, they're against the female even though they cannot speak out. A lot of people do aggrieved by female even though they cannot speak out. Manunu Merie, they were because Nande Mother say never a Catholic church. Nobody questions the bishop. Nobody questions the church. You guys think that you can get away with it. My happiness is that the world and go the story and the input of Senator Ifeanyi Ubah. So no matter how you think you can suppress the message with lies, asiono apiagono right before your face. You ought to go. Asia apiagono before your face. This is a message you cannot suppress because the reality is there. Now let me show you something from Gongwa Abia na comment section. Abia we can go if iji owe mu ife. Can go if iberibe which we will a top notch. Because I told you people, more people are watching than they are commenting. And when you see such things, it will give you. Okay, look at, for example, look at this one. If I have video melu 1 day ago, I made this video 1 day ago. I made this video yesterday. Now this video melu 1,500 reactions, and those reactions were like or love, like or love, like or love. That 1,500 reactions. Now this video melu 446 comments. Out of that 446 comments, just about 40 something within 50, 60 people with an and in most of it now repeated comments. Now, each and any comment of the other 300 and something people who are bold and courageous enough to write something, then your guess is as good as mine. Now, 132 people shared the video. 132 people shared the video. Now, how many people watched that video? Let us see how many people watched that video. without saying anything. They watched that video without saying anything. Now, the number of people who watched that video is 59,600 people, heading to 60,000 people watched that video without saying anything. You think people are not listening? Among those people who did not say anything lie so many people who knows that the message we are preaching is the truth, but they cannot comment because of one thing or the other. For the name the message in our inbox, for the name the message in our WhatsApp, for the name some of them will do this just to show you that Nafa identify with your concern. Now, newspapers, so many national newspapers. What is the reason for this video, if I may ask Ezugo Global TV? Accurate Sinanka, if you feel like there is no reason for you to be in this live broadcast, indicate by dropping another comment so that I can block you. No stress. This 2026, I actually log. If you want to constitute nuisance, we take you away and continue with those people who want to listen. So I believe I've answered you, my lovely brother. Now, a lot of national newspapers are carrying this thing. BBC Igbo are able this thing, and they are reaching out currently to people to get their opinion. More news network, many people, the news are WhatsApp go. So many people go here. What does it make of you people who think you can suppress the message that is so clear? Are you feel hey because so obvious. So obvious. People so Kita, how do you people feel? How do you people feel? The message is spread, which is Makande Yasego, what do you hope to achieve? Mission accomplished. Goal, yeah, ask again. Because you people want them mother they only contributed, and we showed people the level of his commitment. Let them judge. I watched video Jalu Melu, James Lewis, James Lewis na Bishop Ubaliye, na Ifeanyi Ubah block work. For people who actually think na Ifeanyi Ubah dedication was not done deliberately. I challenge anybody. I challenge anybody from Okwane or from anywhere that will come out openly to come and debunk this nonsense. I challenge that person to come out. Now, I'm quoting now from what Jalu said. James said, na Bishop Waloye, na Ifeanyi Ubah will block work, so that you can now see that this is a deliberate attempt. I ask you a question. This is can switch here. Now, let me not use this house. Let me use this my uncle house that is here. Yes, let me use this my uncle house. This is my uncle, my uncle. Yes, Eba obey my uncle. When you told mother we talk papam, right? Then let me switch it back. Oh, my uncle Luna. We lo chastuna. We plaster ye. We roof ye. We tie window. We tie door. Mwe mwoke. We bezelo abwe. Se echi niile. Ana agwa mwe mwoke. Why na ya acknowledge the effort of your father in building this massive structure? Une ebuka. If you don't even 12 rooms, masters, with 6 parlors and 2 kitchen. 2 void in ime. Ebi mwedike no like this. Nimuna 2 called a wonderful masterpiece. Mwoke selese. Mbalo chalu no ofu. Mbe dadi ru chalu no ofu. Inolo na ana. Nebe foundation yana gafe misi. Or compound ke kpuchigido compound before we nweta level ebe ono udi German flow me n'ime ebe a mmiri zo from January to December ha muduru abakane. That is the level of money a man tiri pay. Then nwe biazie completely yo, but I'm just giving you an example. Nwe biazie complete the house. Ogbazie you na papa ye lolo merely a block work. With that, failing to understand the no papa lelu that very foundation we complete abwe. Madu me foundation uno. Madu uludeke. Madu lugido tower. Luo 10-story building tower. Cast yenu ya cast ya. Luo unobu underground. Plaster here. Dozie mamabo anolu n'ime we me program emelu wani ne bialo governor bialo ndeni ne bia epota we mege pono we sinde mmado no nya hololo just a block work. And you are telling me that it's not wickedness? You are telling me that what they did are not deliberate? So now what will happen if they dedicate just one page of that program to put the picture of Ifeanyi Ubah writing boldly his effort? I'm to me against if when you have the microphone. We were there. Innocent bute moto na. Onyo na keneyo from Koreaka. There was a clapping ovation. Achievement also mande kuluna fa balu ticket in the bishop niile ma Okonkwo asị no nya upgrade here. So many people monya asị no ndo onyo na kolo hancha ni naka. No onyo na kolo fancha ni naka. Akanekwo. But a man who no under egoye when anything na on neme. And you are telling me that that man also contributed. Kerife James Louis in a kudu na da James Louis a knight in a Catholic church. If not by anything, he should be owolu that knighthood. Owo that knighthood, o yiri kwa kwande knighthood owo prestige ya naga. O yiri kwa kwande knighthood because I don't know. Fonde na ekwu no join no Matthias. You people are just lying. He only said akachamu because na ifeju aba machie yo no. That was the highest state of ridicule to the dead. How can you not see what we are seeing? How can you see the wickedness being done in the church of God? How can you not see it? How can you not see it? Now, have people bido and ebusa say one article one ejezo na ofun kanka page na ukwu ebiri unu she no ndama ife unu na ha na eme ife he was mentioned even the place where the bishop mentioned his name. He was thanking Cardinal Arinze. He was thanking Cardinal Arinze for what he did along the line. That's where he mentioned that a lot of so many Catholic faithfuls contributed, including Senator Ifeanyi Ubah. That was where he mentioned his name. So what if he actually dedicate 1 minute to appreciate Senator Patrick Ifeanyi Ubah, late, who is late by the way? Now let me tell you one thing. Mba Aneme, was it induction ceremony or what? Mbe Bishop Odrioke Kepolo, Bishop Benson Okoye Bata, emere that program na that cathedral. Bishop Odrioke, who understood clearly in a plain heart, being neutral, without taking side, who is neither affiliated or not, he is just discharging his job as a Nora, non-affiliated, non-political, nothing, openly took a mic before everybody that was there and announced to people that Senator Patrick Ifeanyi Ubah is the person building this cathedral. He actually said, a powerful man. He actually said, a powerful man, Senator Patrick Ifeanyi Ubah, the one who is building this cathedral, and everybody clapped. Nene vida fuebe uche ekunife na Ifeanyi Ubah na abu is uche ekunike na enigari anya. So people who came to this dedication would have loved to hear. Yeah, you know, you don't just mention his name, because if you say a lot of people contributed, including people who came for that dedication, will not actually understand the level of his contribution. Now, you go to that particular page, Ebe, Dalo, what Ebe Reshes, Wemel enthronement. You want to go? You know, we cannot stop talking about this wickedness. I want you to know, we cannot stop talking about this wickedness. And it all banana na the book of history. All bago na the book of history, because look at our brother Nuru Agweba, Opato Iswara, Louis Kata, Loshalo Church, Abia Louis. Don't be surprised in a church ya Loshalo Abia Louis nwere ike echirine mgbe Opato Iswara ya kacha na zelu jewe ife ofu onye pụta hepụrụ ufu church ya alụgharịa ya owewu na onye ahụ Patrick efo na ya bagari church ya St. Patrick. That is the implication. That is the implication. Now, for clarity's sake, let me for clarity's sake, pukwa something unkulu before. Kai we gote, called very clear. But before I go on, Agwagongo, what we have been able to achieve. That information they are trying to hide. That information they are trying to hide, we have been able to dish it out to the world. And the world that way. Ijena Punch. Ijena na almost a lot of daily newspapers. So many top media platforms. Even BBC, they put in a pages in them wataketa. And they are looking for Jalu by all means. How much Jalu? James said, James knows more than you. I'm sorry to tell you this. I don't care the differences he made with James. I don't care. But I am telling you that James knows a lot more than you. And when he said Ebubedike should pull down that publication, or else the bishop will not be happy with him. I don't think you will think that maybe obviously Jalu is just blabbing. Odroma sometimes mother that do too emotional. And it will a royal father, will a priest, will a bishop, or in na any organization head. You should not be emotionally attached to an idea or to people, so that you can be able to discharge your duty equally. The moment you be emotionally attached, the moment you be affiliated, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. Now, having said that, remember I did not say much. If I have my way, I will even tell Jalu, happy for the Ebubedike. That one is a content creator, Reverend Father. He is no more as irrelevant as a tissue paper. You don't even, people like us no longer respond to Ebubedike. He should be happy. Because if you are trying to tell our people that now every single thing they may have at the house of God, that is not possible. Never our time can West. Are you not encouraging people to stop going to church? If you are so close and in good friendship with Matthias, who is fighting the very same foundation where you are standing at, are you not the enemy of the church? So when Jalu removed his shoes and said Akasham, Father Ebubedike should be very happy. But as usual, he came out because no only one favor or the other on National Car Bishop. So that one being consequential. On a normal, if not because we are talking about a very important matter involving my late distinguished senator, why will I even mention Father Ubedike? Why will I mention Father Ubedike? You got to go. I am an entertainer with the Father Mentor. Bobafa, all those guys who content creators. You got to go. You don't take them serious. So now, let us go down proper again. Let us go down proper again, because I'm very happy that we have been able to tell people that why you were trying to appreciate. If Kolodiaka call innocent, Makano put a motor now. If Kolodiaka call innocent, if they are so new, to Gidoli, if they are so, Pogido, if they are so, or if they are so, more than 15 times. Upon knowing our wafa, I'm happy, on our way, if they so. Upon knowing our way, I'm happy, or therefore, on our way, if they so. Mano to Gidoli, if they so, to Gido, if they so. 2 a.m. more than 15 times. If I didn't son newi, if I didn't son newi, makani if I didn't son newi, but the motor now. But the man, Lolo, that magnificent edifice, you reduced his effort to merely block work. God will be the judge. Now, can you do madanya because him ogen name if na video, ana na video, na mere video, ana ma rush. I will be brief because na munwalaba. Now, Abia number 7, they said, I need somebody to provide for me I need somebody to provide for me what was written in number 6, number 5, and probably number 3. But the people who are circulating this number 7 to 12 are circulating it because that is where Alpha Senator Patrick Ifeanyi Ubah was mentioned. Now, I want to tell them why this is absolute nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. And don't you want to deliver need to your God. Because you are mocking a pied man. You are ridiculing a pied man. Yes. You are trying to cheat on your mulangu. You are trying to cover the legacy of a man mulangu. And you think Nandun Keuni Komedian Ibbenine Jekonozo. I go on. Had they whistle intervention of a benefactor. A whistle at the critical point, the slow pace and technical challenges encountered by the contractors reveal the work could not continue in keeping with the original design. The original design amendment work by trying to merely trying to remove the pillars after almost 1 year of commencement of that work. The contractors, the challenges have faced in terms of fund and other things reveal that the work could not continue in keeping with the original design. Progress stalled, meaning olokose. It was at this moment that the late Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Ubah, who would later become a major benefactor, How? Specific and elaborate with so that people will understand what you mean by not intervening and would later become a major benefactor. But when you wanted to say it, you said he also contributed. You did not say he heavily contributed. You did not say he majorly contributed. You did not say he contributed most, so that the guests all over the world will know the level of contribution this great man. Now, you went on to say who would later become a major benefactor offered his assistance to the then Bishop, Most Reverend Hilary Odiri to ensure the completion of the cathedral. Is this a statement? Is this a statement for a man who did that level of work? Is this not public ridicule? Is this not public? What can Ife do here now? Can Ife do here when he explain who this man Senator Ifeanyi Ubah is number one. Two, his contribution and the level of his assistance. But I will show you where they now showed you what the bishop did. They were so elaborate, explaining to us the level of work that the bishop did to ensure the beauty that you are seeing now. Okay, now, number 8 says, you gotta go. Yeah? Number 8 says, reorganization and technical oversight. OSA. Dr. Ubah assumed responsibility for the project amid a number of difficulties, especially with the installation of the steel trusses. Do you know the level of work, Alolo? Before they even got to the installation of the steel trusses, okay, how can you jump from zero to start to talk about the roofing of this house? Eh? Do you know that this house, na roof yes, na the least of Ifalununa? How can you jump from Ebenebe road, Ejuelo, Una, Apasment Yone, Balununa, shipping Sone, Balununa, every other thing Balununa? How can you jump from 0 to 100? How can? Is it possible? You started talking about the roofing so that you can quickly tell us the challenges they face there. Eh? Who wrote this? He was properly guided to write this. They planned this, but they did not know that it would slap them back on their faces. That is it. You see, how can you jump from 0 to 100? Eh? Look at it, what you just wrote here. How many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many lines? But where you were pointing out the challenges, it was how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It was 15 lines. How I wish you used these 15 lines to tell us what happened. In fact, when he took over, what happened when he took over? Why were you failing to tell people that when he took over from the work that you people, renovation work, engineer, Ifeanyi Ubah will take you over. We could put the building to 0. We say new design. We be that new design. We sink 1 million of naira in that project. We run a roof where you quickly jumped to give us 15 lines. 15 lines. But where he took over to go up from foundation to that roofing, you only gave us 4 lines. Let us continue because of time. Because of time. Now, they said, Dr. Ubah assumed responsibility for the project amid a number of difficulties, especially with the installation of the steel trusses. The first set of trusses had to be removed, and the initial engineer withdrew cooperation despite having been paid. Now, a new committee, they were rushing so that they can get to somewhere. Now, a new committee, which included experts, was therefore constituted to restore direction and technical order. To restore direction, because obviously Senator Ifeanyi Ubah has run out of direction with his money. The first one, Alo work, Oshituoye. Alo the second one, Rocha the second one, Oshituoye. Now the third one, so they intentionally left it at the second one, so that when they tell you that Nefa do not know the third one, then you will put the time frame together. Let's blame on Ifeanyi Ubah with regard to the time cathedral taking. 1, 2, you will understand what has gone in that project, especially when they told you that the first engineer contractor was completely paid. The second one, completely paid. The third one, when this one, when you put them together, we are talking about hundreds of millions. Hundreds of millions. Now, they said to restore technical order. Na pocket man. The new committee comprised of no time. They never wanted any of them to be omitted so that they can properly take their places in the glory and in that cathedral. All their names was properly written. Ndewu doctor n'ime ha ederi doctor. Nde nwere ife du n'ime ha edelu their portfolio. Properly written and stated here. Now, even before the committee could formally meet, Dr. Ubah informed the bishop that he had already engaged another contractor, Professor Nwabala, and they advanced him a considerable sum of money. The committee intervened at this stage. What is the essence of telling us this? What business do we have with this? You are trying to tell us that he disagreed with the committee to go and engage another contractor and paid him. Are you people intervene? What intervention did you people did? Did you people give him money? Did you people say, okay, we have brought the money to do this? I want to know the intervention that you people did, because it seems like you guys were trying to pinpoint problems here and there around this roofing. It was a deliberate attempt. Yes, a deliberate attempt, well orchestrated by who? I don't know. I don't know. You see? Now, what is the essence of pointing and stressing on this? Why did you not use all this line to tell us the level? All we needed is for you to state us levels of participation until the cathedral was finished. We don't need you to start telling us before you people intervene. Okay, after the intervention, what happened? He said, okay, the committee intervened at this stage, insisting on proper structural and architectural detailing before further work could continue, stressing that there was a problem. Why? What do we need all these things for? This was things emailed behind the people didn't know. We want you to clarify on things that people have seen. Yes. That you people disagreed with him after setting up a committee. He went ahead to go and get another contractor, and the committee intervened, insisting. Okay, after they insisted, let us see what they did. Finally, after they insisted, then they said, guided by the committee's technical input. Still hammering on that technical input. Do you know why they are even hammering and stressing more on that technical input? It's because people will still come back to us. Kelukes will this big cathedral without a pillar. And the Shetana video, Ifeanyi Ubah melu with the bishop got viral then. Now, Ifeanyi Ubah stressed of how he ensured that now Rochester Cathedral without a single pillar. Nimeye. You got to go? Without a single pillar, now, if I can so papa, apart from Nana, so okay, we see one of cathedral up to okay, let us assume that he was eventually stopped from solely building a cathedral, because now when we call one of the cathedral, so okay, we do show no kadupa no was the immortal. Okay, good. Now, to also ensure that is now this young man will do a wonderful job in getting this particular edifice done without a single pillar. That was the reason of stressing all this thing and here, wasting a 15 pages for nothing. Okay. They say They said, can I complete? Guided by the committee's technical input, Dr. Ubah and Professor Nwabala attended several meetings in which area omissions were addressed. We have no business with this, for God's sake. The contractor thereafter proceeded in accordance with the committee's recommendation, which continued with continued expert supervision. They continued with the committee's recommendation, with the committee continuously inspecting and supervising the project, trying to rob him of every accolade. Hey, I feel like crying. Now comes number 9, transition to a new bishop. This was the state of the project. What is the state of the project? When Most Reverend Jonas Benson Okoye was appointed bishop, he continued corresponding with Dr. Ubah, and several meetings were held to review progress. However, there were still reservations from some technical quarters regarding the choice of materials and the structured preferences. The project, nevertheless, moved forward. I don't understand. Regarding the choice of material and structural preferences, what did you change from every material? Did you remove the block, replace another one? Did you remove the roof, replace another one? Tell me, what exactly did you remove in every single thing, Senator Obalolo, replace it with another one? I want to know. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then, opening the project to the faithful. This was the state of the project when Most Reverend Jonas Benson Okoye was appointed bishop. He continued corresponding with Dr. Ubah several times. We are held, okay, then opening the project to the faithful. Okay. At his installation, Bishop Okoye opened the project to the entire people of God. For the period that followed, the late Dr. Ubah was no longer sole financier of the project. Having sustained the project significantly to that point, the new bishop then assumed full leadership of the project. With renewed commitment at this time, the roofing was still ongoing. The roofing was still ongoing. Why did they cut from foundation to the roofing? And did they keep stressing now on the roofing? They still, even here, they were still stressing that the roofing was still ongoing when Bishop Benson took over. But we all know that if you roof go that building up to 95%, it was just, in fact, Jena Vido, that induction ceremony. Jena Vido, look there, you will see the little part of that roof follow. It is there. And with videos, and with pictures that will show you what has happened. Etiko shana frame arumako, of which Madaya Biati frame without Alube Arumako. Ase Onye Biati frame Luna, Alochaga Arumako, Onya Laumako, Nyalu frame. So what it means is that for the person to come and put the frame, no Nyang Alochala Arumako do that. If I know Balochana altar, apart from Nabia Sekita, those guys is altar, Mano Locha game, Mama Bone, Tiko a lot of things there, Tiko gather. Na lobini na adunelu na gagari tiko ye quality gada tiko ye door plaster ye in toto baraba low 10-story building tower for the church, plaster just ye to the last. Hi Ogono defa. So now you denied him you denied us explanation from foundation to roofing, but you want to keep stressing on the roofing at every paragraph. Go where to cause roof handle, and he still could not finish it. Is that not so? Okay, let us even know the reason for always stressing on this roofing. Let us know the reason. Ensuring space and dignity for the cathedral. Now, can explain no lie? It was way ensure name will space around the cathedral. It is not now about the church, but it's about the surrounding. It soon became necessary. It soon become necessary to create additional space so that the cathedral could assume its provided presence, or going to prove presence also, prominence and dignity. After wise consultation, the CMO hall building, which stood parallel to the cathedral and limited its development, was removed. Now let us go to the completion. Now the completion came for the missing link. I wish you only deliver. Delu number 7. It was with number 12. I wish you only deliver. We don't know the number 7. It was with number 12. Okay, a beautiful piece. Now he said, under the direction of Bishop Okoye, specific, under the direction of Bishop Okoye, he did not work in collaboration with anybody. He did not work in collaboration with any expert for technical purposes or not. It was under his direction. He did not work with anybody. There was even no challenges at all. Why completing this part? It was smooth and rosy. It was him doing the thinking and executing it without any technical advice, without any challenges. It went on smoothly. You see, now, as under the direction of Bishop Okoye, the roofing was completed. Yeah, roofing. Ifeanyi Ubah Okoye Akosha, a complete yearly roofing now. Okay, then, and all remaining aspects of the work were brought to conclusion, giving the cathedral a magnificent form in which it now stands. All the beautifications, the artworks, the artworks adorning the ceilings, the grotto of Our Lady, the sacred sculptures are the brainchild of Most Reverend Jonas Benson Okoye, the diocesan bishop. To God be the glory. It is the brainchild of the diocesan bishop. Yes. The architect that drew that plan, whose brainchild they call? I am asking you. That design you people are celebrating today. Who brainchild don't you call? That structure you are seeing standing there. The decision to build a 10-story tower, whose brainchild is it? The decision to make sure that now any single pillar ni make sure that this building will match here Odiana Funa room. Whose brainchild? I am asking you. So, did you see how they properly do a specific explanation? Now, number 12. But they only use 4 uncompleted lines to jump on each other. Now, number 7. I'm going to somewhere. Also, we'll continue.